Well, reality lovers, you knew that we eventually had to do it. Since VH1's new show, Celebracadabra, is giving celebrities the opportunity to learn new magic tricks, we decided to give you an all-access pass to Magic Castle, where tonight we're going to meet some of the contestants, one of the judges from Celebracadabra. Do you believe in magic? Well, after tonight, you might. Next to me, I've got Jonathan Levitt, who's the host of VH1's Celebracadabra. Since magic is your territory, as well as acting, it seems as though you probably were a good person to sort of bridge the gap in between, like, the lack of magic powers that these other celebs had. And I want to know, did egos ever get in the way? Did they ever start clashing? Because it's like, hey, you know, I'm a talented actor, but I have no clue what I'm doing with this deck of cards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in the first episode, you'll see that, right? I mean, if your viewers have already watched the first episode, you know that already there's clashing of personalities and egos, and you know what? It only gets better. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I can tell you from what I saw on the set, the drama is built up, and it's all real. You know, I mean, reality TV, you always ask, how real is this? It's real. You know, and it is real, and there's true drama, true personality, conflict, and emotion. I
am sitting next to a pussycat doll. Miss Kimberly, how are you doing tonight?
I'm feeling fantastic tonight.
Now, you have a really cool role within Celebracadabra. Can you talk with us a little bit about how you decided to join up with the show?
Well, you know, we had just been on the road for like 3 years with the Pussycat Dolls, and the opportunity came to me to learn magic, and I thought it would be a lot of fun, so I jumped at the idea and just kind of threw myself into it like a fish out of water. So
you're telling me that the Pussycat Dolls don't already know how to perform magic? Because you guys captured my heart a long time ago.
Hey, I'm not saying that we're not magical. Okay. We just don't exactly do a lot of tricks, magic-wise.
Clarifying, magic tricks, people. Magic tricks. So what were some of the difficulties that you came up against within trying to learn a new craft?
Well, number one, you know, it's not something that I know a lot about. It's not something I've ever done before. So it's really, like I said, it was like feeling like a fish out of water and just throwing yourself into an entirely new craft and not being good at it at first because you're such a beginner. But it was just like tackling it and knowing that you have 24 hours to get it down, which most magicians have like a year to like really get their trick together before they do it in front of someone.
Right.
So it's just tackling all those fears and just going straight for it.
Yes, sir. It's Kid from Kid and Play.
They know. They know. They know. They know.
And in case you didn't know that he's on VH1 Celebracadabra, he's here to let you know all about that. So talk to us a little bit, Kid, about what you did on the show.
You know what? It was just a really fun opportunity and a fun project. I've been approached with some reality projects before, but I was kind of cool on it. But this one seemed like a lot of fun, and it really was. You know, we learned the magic. We competed fairly and you know, for the most part, you know what I mean. And I got to meet a really cool bunch of people that I kick it with to this day. And we're here tonight. You know, tonight's the debut, and everybody's excited. So you know, and I did the theme song. So you know.
Talk to me about some of the challenges that you came up with during the show, because as a stand-up comedian, you've got to be used to already dealing with the crowd.
Absolutely. And you know what? I mean, I think it helped me, and I think it helped me and it hurt me, I guess. I don't know. I think it always helps to know what we learned was part of being a magician is dealing with the crowd. It's not merely the trick, but just kind of giving people a show and making sure they have a good time. But the main thing I tried to do is try to navigate while I was on the show was just, you know, just staying away from Ant.
We have cornered C. Thomas Howell in the corner here with Houdini, who I'm guessing is maybe one of the people that you aspire to be like, since you chose to be on a show such as Celebracadabra.
Are you kidding? This is the master.
And do you think that magic is becoming more accessible now, or just the opposite? Is it becoming a more exalted sort of art form?
It's really difficult because it's a two-step forward, one-step back situation. You know, you get guys that the kids today can relate to, that, you know, are wearing cool clothes and look like rockers instead of you know, the quintessential tuxedo, hair parted to the right sort of look. You know, and it's really, when you get into magic, you really discover that it's about performance, and that's why I wanted to do it. You know, this is a reality show for VH1, but at the same time, it's a performance-driven show. You know, it's not about spending the night in houses with other celebrities for 2 weeks and peeing in a corner in a drunken stupor, you know. There was peeing in a corner, but nobody was drunk, you know. It was out of fear. Totally different.